There are so many ways to sell digital download products these days, whether it's on marketplaces or on your own shops. And there are actually really good shop builders out there that allow you to sell your own digital products, and a lot of them are free to start with. The one shop builder that I mentioned, I think most of all when it comes to digital products, digital downloads, and printables is Payhip. It's where I am personally selling my own clip art and digital backgrounds and Procreate brushes. Maytribe.com, that's the website, which relates to this channel. Recently, I made a tutorial on how to sell digital products on a shop builder called Fourthwall, which is also free to use. And that's when all the questions started of which shop builder is better for selling digital products. I've had a lot of people saying, "Ooh, I was thinking about starting a Payhip store, but this looks better. Should I switch?" And that's what this video is about. I'm going to be comparing Fourthwall and Payhip when it comes to selling digital products, whether it's printables, whether it's clip art, audio files, video files, whatever it is that you want to sell online. And I'm going to compare different points when it comes to upselling, affiliate marketing, giving coupon codes, the website template and design, the fees, the payment methods, how they both pay you as a seller. And I'm also going to be comparing things that they don't have in common, like special features that one of them have that the other doesn't, mostly when it comes to expanding your business later on. And I hope that by the end of this video, you'll realize two things. The first is that there is no perfect shop builder that fits everyone. And the second thing that I hope you'll realize is which one of them is the best for you. But before we dive deep into our comparison between Fourthwall and Payhip when it comes to selling digital products, I need to get one thing out of the way first, and that is, hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mero and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And when it comes to Payhip and Fourthwall, we do have a lot of things in common that are true for both of these platforms. Both Payhip and Fourthwall are free shop builders that you can create your own shop and you can sell digital download items. Both of these platforms, Payhip and Fourthwall, also allow you to provide freebies by basically uploading a digital product and literally pricing it for $0. Both of these platforms, Payhip and Fourthwall, are self-hosted, which means when you want to have a website on their platform, they are your hosting provider. So you don't need to get a hosting service if you want to use Payhip or Fourthwall, as opposed to using the Hostinger website builder or WordPress. However, you do have to get your own domain from a third party like Hostinger, that's the place I'm getting my hosting and domain service, to connect it to either your Fourthwall or your Payhip stores. And that's another thing that they have in common. They allow you to integrate your own domain without charging for it. However, with both of them, you can also start with a subdomain of the platform. So your link to your website is going to be based on Fourthwall or on Payhip, subdomain of those, for free if you don't want to get started with buying your own domain. Personally, I like buying my own domain. I prefer that. And I either use my own domain when it comes to the shop itself, for example, maytribe.com, or I get a domain because I want to blog on it with a different platform, and I get a subdomain of shop.thatdomain.com to use it for my shop, which is what I do with my Fourthwall stores. Both of these platforms to sell digital products also have the options to sell physical products that you yourself have made. To upload a product completely from scratch, take photos, for example, let's say I really don't know. Let's say I'm home printing my own mugs and I made this mug and I want to sell it myself. I can upload it to both Fourthwall and Payhip as a product that I am myself selling. I'm going to put it back. Both of these platforms, Payhip and Fourthwall, allow memberships. Memberships is kind of like Patreon, when someone pays you a monthly fee for you to give them exclusive content or access to exclusive content. And that exclusive content can be video form, but it can also be in the form of providing them free digital products for a service. So for example, you can sell digital products, or you can also sell a membership where people get certain amount of digital products per month. And if I have to pop an example out of my head, I would say if we're talking about the planning niche, then maybe every end of the month, someone is getting a planner for the next month with holidays on it, with things to improve in themselves, a journaling session or whatever, and that could be done under a membership. Both of these platforms, Fourthwall and Payhip, allow you to create an endless amount of pages. So if you want to create a links page, if you want to create an about me page, if you want to create a service page, if you want to create any number of pages, for you to add services, add to your website SEO, or again, as I mentioned in the beginning, a links page, which is very useful for social media. Side note, I did make two videos on how to create links pages, both with Payhip and with Fourthwall, and I will leave links to those videos down below. Both of these websites allow you to have external links, which means you can affiliate whatever you want to affiliate as long as you have a disclaimer for that, as well as adding images, adding videos, embedding code, whether it's Instagram code, Pinterest code, or YouTube code to display Instagram feeds, an Instagram post, a Pinterest board, or a YouTube video. Both of these platforms have some sort of discount code, promotion code, coupon code, so you can provide people on social media or run a sale for a certain amount of time with a coupon discount code for your product. Both of these platforms also have analytics built in them, but their analytics are not so good. They don't actually cover things like multiple page visits and pretty basic overview of what's going on with your stores. However, both of these shop builders connect to Google Analytics, so it's pretty easy to solve that by connecting it to Google Analytics, and that's where you will have all the information you need about your stores. Both of these stores are CMSs, which means they are a content management system, which allows you, with a simple process of building blocks and sections, to create a website, design a website without having to know anything about coding. And this is where I'm going to head on out to things that both platforms have, but in a slightly different way, starting with the design options with these website templates, because both Fourthwall and Payhip come with website templates. These website templates look different from each other. For example, here are some of Payhip website templates. The majority of their templates kind of look the same, where you either have the logo in the center or on the side, the menu on the top, and it's a very, very clean built website. As opposed to Fourthwall, which also have design templates, with some of their templates being a little bit different. For example, the entire menu is on the side. I'm not saying which one of them is better or which one of them is worse, because I think that having a theme for your website or a template or a feel and look to your website has very much to do with what you want to sell on it. And I'm pretty sure you can sell everything on a black and white website. But both of these have design templates that you can use to basically build your website, and they are slightly different from each other. Both of these free shop builders for digital products, Fourthwall and Payhip, have email integrations. When it comes to Fourthwall, and yeah, I'm looking down because I can't remember all of it. When it comes to Fourthwall, you can connect to Klaviyo, Beehive, and Lalo. I do know Beehive, I don't know the other two. I think Beehive is some sort of like a Substack account where it's kind of like a newsletter blog thing. But again, not really familiar with all of these, but these are your options when it comes to email marketing integrations. You can collect emails yourself from sales and manually take them into your mail provider, to your email newsletter provider. With Payhip, you can also do that option of manually taking emails from people and adding them to some sort of subscription on a different platform, or you can integrate with many other services. And I think that these services are a bit more known to be newsletter services like ActiveCampaign, Aweber, Campaign Monitor, ConvertKit, Drip, Elastic Email, Email Octopus. We also have MailChimp, MadMini, MailerLite, SendFox, and a bunch of other cool stuff. Now let's talk about what happens when a sale is made. So with Payhip, whenever a sale is made, I'm going to get an email saying you made a sale. Even if it's a freebie, by the way, if someone just downloaded something from me for free, I'm also going to see that. And I kind of like that I can see that and get an email about it, because when it comes to a lot of the freebies that I have, a lot of them relate to YouTube videos. So sometimes I would wake up in the morning and see like 4 or 5 emails that someone downloaded a specific freebie or like a resource page, and I know that that video is currently trending on YouTube. And also, whenever I make a sale, whenever someone purchases something, I get an email. You do not get emails when it comes to Fourthwall. However, if you have the Fourthwall app on your phone, you will get notified through the app. Now let's talk about payment, because both companies are paying you. So Payhip pays via PayPal or Stripe, and they pay at the moment of the transaction. So when I'm selling something with Payhip, I'm getting that money literally at that moment. So let's say someone bought 3 bundles of my clip art and backgrounds. I'm going to get an email saying you made a sale. that details that. Then I'm going to get another email saying that they're paying me to my PayPal account. And then I'm going to get an email from PayPal saying that the money has arrived. Yes, 3 emails every time. The money is already in my PayPal account at that moment, and I can choose whether to use it with PayPal or to take it out from PayPal. And I'm guessing the same goes with Stripe. I do not have Stripe. There are fees that come in when it comes to paying with PayPal or with Stripe or any kind of payment processing that have nothing to do with the fees of the platform. I will be talking about the fees of the platform in just a second when I finish the payment with Fourthwall. Now, Fourthwall doesn't pay you at the moment of. What they do is that they pay you once a month, and they use Stripe in order to connect to your bank account and pay you to your bank account. If for some reason this did not work for you, they also offer you a way to sign up using bill.com. I think it's bill.com. And if none of these work for you, well, maybe that's a reason to choose Payhip. I do know a lot of people, again, that make decisions based on, well, this has a template I like. Well, this pays with PayPal. Whatever is more convenient for you. But I do recommend checking out the options for payment when you get started, because I have seen a lot of people who sign up to platforms, and I'm not just talking about Fourthwall or Payhip, but sign up to a lot of platforms and then realize they can't get paid, and they've spent all this time working on these platforms. Again, Fourthwall pays you via Stripe directly to your bank account or with a service called bill.com, and they pay you at every beginning of the month for the earnings of the month beforehand. For some people, this might also be an easier thing to adjust when it comes to invoices, because you have only one payment a month versus every time someone pays you with Payhip. Now let's talk about fees. When it comes to Payhip, there are actually 3 options that you can choose from. You can choose to not pay them anything. You can choose to literally pay Payhip $0 a month for their service. You can choose to pay them $29 a month or $99 a month. The difference is how much fee you're going to pay them for any item sold. There is no difference between these programs with any of the features. It's not like if you are on the free plan, then you can't connect to MailChimp, or if you're on the medium plan, you can't pay to have sales. No, all of the functions, features, and abilities of this website builder are available for all of these payment levels. But let's break down the fees. So if you pay them $0 a month, which is what I'm paying for, by the way, you will pay them 5% from what you made. So if you made a sale for $100, you're going to pay them $5. That doesn't include, again, as I mentioned, fees for PayPal or for Stripe or for whatever service is being used by the client and by the platform. These do not go to the platform, they go directly to the payment processing, like to PayPal or to Stripe. If you choose to pay Payhip $29 a month, you will pay them 2% fees. And if you choose to pay them $99 a month, you will pay them no fees at all. So let's say you're just starting out, you don't really have an audience, you don't know how this thing is going to work out, and you say, okay, I'm going to start with a free shop and I'm going to pay them $0 a month. They're going to take 5% of whatever I'm selling. But then you realize that you sold a lot, and the fees that you paid Payhip that month were actually like $200. Well, if you choose the $99 plan, then you only pay that and you pay no fees. Again, platform fees, not payment processing fees. 2 different things. When it comes to Fourthwall, we have a little bit of a difference because Fourthwall has built-in print-on-demand products. So for those items, you pay 0% fee. And the reason why you would pay 0% fee is because they are pricing the base product a little bit higher than what they're paying the print-on-demand provider, which is already how they're making money. However, if you sell a digital product, which is the topic of this video, on Fourthwall, you will pay them a fee of 3% and 5% fee on memberships. Now again, this doesn't include payment processing fees. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, I wanted to compare the things that are common between Payhip and Fourthwall as shop builders for selling digital products online, but also to show how different they are with their features. We finished the first part, and I would like to move to the second part, which are ways that they differ from each other. But before I do that, I would like to kindly ask you that if you like this video or find this content useful, please hit the like button down below, because every time you do that, believe it or not, it really does help my channel. And subscribe to my channel for more information about digital downloads, print on demand, design tutorials, marketing, and all that jazz. Let's start with putting Payhip on the spotlight and naming or listing the features that Payhip has that Fourthwall doesn't. aka reasons why you might want to use Payhip instead of Fourthwall. Reason number one, or feature number one, is that with Payhip you can add some kind of a preview freebie for an item, which means I can upload, for example, a 20-page PDF coloring book. But in the process of creating the product, I can also upload 2-page PDF as a freebie that is connected to that product. It's literally on that product. So if someone goes into that product page, they can see the product, they can see the price, but they can download a preview of that item, which is really cool for digital downloads. And again, it depends on what kind of digital downloads you're selling. Because if you're selling a printable greeting card and they get the preview, which is the greeting card, well, why would they buy? Another thing you can do with Payhip that doesn't exist on Fourthwall is the automated social sharing discount, which you can make sure that a product that you're selling, if someone shares it on Pinterest or on Facebook, they automatically get a discount from the system. This is under your control, so you can turn it on or off and decide on the amount of discount, which is really cool because it encourages people to share your products on social media. As I mentioned, when it comes to the commonalities between both Fourthwall and Payhip as shop builders for digital downloads and for physical products, as we've now seen, with both of these you can create an endless amount of pages. However, Payhip has a blogging option. You can literally create blog posts and put them under a blog. There is a tutorial coming up on how to blog with Payhip. Hold your horses. I know that a lot of people have been requesting it. I'm sorry it hasn't been done. I was working on the Hostinger blogging side, but both of these, the extended version of the Hostinger blogging and the Payhip blogging, will come out in April, so wait a little bit. Another thing that you can do with Payhip that you can't do with Fourthwall is sell courses. They literally have the system to upload a course and divide it into the sections. Like if you've ever seen an online course, you know that it's like a bunch of videos divided into classes or to sections, and that is a built-in option when it comes to a product over on Payhip that does not exist with Fourthwall. With Payhip, you can also create a bundle of products, which means, let's say I have these two packages. I have the Kawaii bundle and I have the Frogs bundle. I'm calling them bundles because they contain a lot of products in them. Well, in fact, they're each a product of its own. Now, if I want to sell both of these together for a discount, I can create a product that contains both of these files or literally create a bundle from my existing listings that will be a little bit cheaper. It's a really cool feature that you have on Payhip, but you don't have on Fourthwall. On Payhip, you can also sell a coaching service. I've actually never used this option before, so I can't say if it's good or bad. I do know other people who are using it and they've said that it was revolutionary for them and really helped them skyrocket their coaching business because it's just so simple when it's on the same place as everything else that you do. And that is, again, another option that doesn't exist with Fourthwall. You can also allow cross-selling, which is kind of cool. It's sort of like adding products to a product that someone is already buying. So let's say someone is adding a certain product into their cart, the system will offer it or advise it to get 2 or 3 other products or one other product that might go along with it, of course, based on how you define it. It's also another cool feature that you can have with Payhip that does not exist on Fourthwall. On Payhip, you can also set up affiliate sign up. You can have people sign up to become your affiliate to promote your products. They will have their own specific links to your store, and you can monitor how much traffic they're bringing in. And based on how much you told them you're going to give them as an affiliate commission, see how much you need to pay them. You will, however, have to pay them manually. That's not a part of the system, but it's really nice to have this built-in affiliate program with your shop builder, again, especially when your shop builder is completely free. One last thing that you can do with Payhip that you can't do with Fourthwall is the whole collection process. While you can put products into collections with both of these platforms, obviously Fourthwall has collections. With Fourthwall, the process is done via the collection, which means you go into the collection and then you add items that you already have. With Payhip, the minute you create a product, you decide what collections it goes to. That is a far easier process as someone who's been selling on both. Now, if at this point you think to yourself, well, Payhip has all of these advantages, why on earth would I want to consider even Fourthwall? Let's go to the part of what Fourthwall has that Payhip doesn't to see if it changes your mind. Starting with the biggest one, Fourthwall has built-in print-on-demand products. Let's say I want to sell a print-on-demand product made with awkward styles. I want to sell this mug. The mug that I gave as an example of I printed it at home, I can sell it as a physical product, is actually an Awkward Styles mug. So let's say that I want to sell Awkward Styles mugs along with my digital downloads, either on Payhip or on Fourthwall. In both of these cases, I will be creating a product by myself. I will be pricing it. The buyer is going to pay me, and I'm going to manually create this order with Awkward Styles because they don't integrate with Payhip or with Fourthwall. However, unlike Payhip, Fourthwall does have an embedded integration with multiple print-on-demand items. The majority of them are from Printful, but some of them are from other companies. So it's really easy to sell print-on-demand items alongside your digital products. And it's not only super easy, it's also risk and cost free. With normal print-on-demand models, if you work with your own supplier and you want to sell on your own shops, the buyer pays you and you pay the supplier, which means that every single time that the buyer pays you money, you also pay. Whether you can use that money right away, with Fourthwall, you get paid once a month. For some people, it's just the sheer amount of invoices relating to that, and that's kind of a bummer. With Fourthwall, that's not the case because the buyer pays them for your print-on-demand items and you only get commission. I've had multiple videos about how to upload print-on-demand products for Fourthwall in this channel. We'll leave links to those down below, to at least some of them. But yeah, you have built-in print-on-demand items when it comes to your shop builder. So Fourthwall is actually the easiest way to sell digital products and print-on-demand products under the same roof. Clients can literally pay you for both of these at the same time. Fourthwall is super easy when it comes to embedding things like your Instagram feed and I think also your TikTok feed. Now you can do that with Payhip when it comes to embed codes, but with Fourthwall, it's literally connecting to your Instagram account, your TikTok account, or to your YouTube account. It becomes so much easier. And that is because Fourthwall was initially built for creators, for content creators. They also have integrations with things like YouTube Shelf, TikTok Shop, and other streaming integrations that I know nothing about because I'm not a streamer. Fourthwall also have giveaway links, which is something really cool. You can basically run a giveaway for your product, whether it's a physical product, a print-on-demand product, or a digital one. And you can actually do the same thing and kind of run a giveaway with Payhip by simply having a 100% coupon code on something. Now with both of these platforms, Fourthwall and Payhip, you can create multiple stores. Whether you should or shouldn't create multiple stores is a completely different story because I know a lot of people who start creating 5 stores and then realizing, oh, you have to actually market all of them. But just in case you need 1, 2, 3 stores, the process with Fourthwall is much simpler and it's all under the same roof. It's all under your username, which you can log in, basically choose what kind of shop you want to log into now. With Payhip, you can have multiple stores, no problem. You're just going to have a different email address for each shop. Fourthwall also has a built-in give someone permission to be my admin kind of option, which is really cool. So if you have a little bit of tech difficulties or if you hired someone to upload products for you, you can basically give them designer permissions to log in or make them an admin. In my case, I'm also an admin of 2 other shops, Ice Cream Style of Sivan and Misho Store, so I can help them out in case I want to or in case, well, they want to. But it's really easy to give someone else access to your store, which kind of gives me an idea to make like this video of, does someone want to give me access to their store and I'll make it better? Just a thought. Another thing that Fourthwall has that Payhip doesn't is relating to that print on demand. They do the customer service for you. Anyone who sells print on demand items on their own knows how much this can be important. Maybe it's a good thing for you because you're like, yeah, take the customer service away from me. Thank you so much. Maybe it's something bad for you that you don't want. Maybe you want to have control over your own customer service and how you handle customers. And in that case, you can simply change the email of customer support to your email to get those customer support requests to you rather to the Fourthwall team. Another cool thing that you get with Fourthwall is actually you get credits to purchase print-on-demand items to test them out. Whether it's $15 credits to purchase print-on-demand items that you get if you sign up to Fourthwall using my link down below, or if I'm not mistaken, it's another $15 if you join their Discord server. This is something that only applies if you plan on selling print-on-demand items because obviously you don't need $15 towards buying your own printables. And speaking of the $15 you'll get if you'll join their Discord server, they have a Discord server. So it's kind of like this built-in community and a place to ask questions and meet other creators. And it's actually kind of fun there. I know a lot of the viewers of the channel are already there, and I wasn't really able to find something similar to that when it comes to Payhip. Last but not least, things that Fourthwall has that Payhip doesn't is a built-in donations option, because again, they were meant for content creators. So whether it's a built-in donation option at the homepage where you can turn it off, or even at checkout, kind of like a tipping thing. I do know that for my stores, I actually got a few donations from the checkout. I didn't even know that it existed on the checkout, but hey, I got more money, so I'm good with it being in the checkout. Now, in order to explain better why you should use Fourthwall or Payhip to sell digital products, I wrote two examples. So let's say I want to sell coloring pages. I want to sell printable coloring pages, and I also want to blog on the same website with recommendations on pens and Sharpies using affiliate links. And I also want to sell a course on how to color or how to illustrate your own printable coloring pages. I'm going to probably go with Payhip. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I can sell my printable coloring pages. I can have a page of all the good tools for coloring that I affiliate. I can have a blog on the platform, and I can sell my own course all under the same domain, under the same roof, under the same website. Seriously, no-brainer, Payhip. On the other hand, let's say I'm a YouTuber in the cooking niche and I'm thinking about selling my printable ebook with my recipes. But now that I think about it, I might also want to sell some really cool aprons and t-shirts for people who love cooking. In that case, I'm probably going to go with Fourthwall because they have a built-in print-on-demand option on top of selling my digital downloads. And also, they kind of work really good with the YouTube, and as a YouTuber, I'll probably go with that. Now, that doesn't mean that anyone who wants to sell coloring pages should choose Payhip, and anyone who has a YouTube channel should choose Fourthwall. And I'm going to reverse this examples for you. Let's say you want to sell coloring pages. You can have a Fourthwall store and literally sell print-on-demand coloring wall art. Or you're a YouTuber like me that doesn't think about selling print-on-demand to my own audience, because my own audience is print-on-demand sellers. The only thing that I want to do is to sell digital files for commercial purposes, and the blogging options on Payhip, I kind of use them every now and again, and I also discovered it before Fourthwall and never saw the point in moving because I was happy there. At the end of the day, it's up to you and the abilities that you need from a platform right now versus the abilities you might need from it in the future. If you only want to sell digital downloads, you like the option to have this kind of like mini freebie attached to a product and you have to have a blog on your own platform, then yeah, go with Payhip. And if you want to sell print on demand on marketplaces, you can connect to them from Payhip. But if you want to sell print on demand items along with digital products, and not use a marketplace, Fourthwall is definitely 100% the way to go. And if you want to blog about it, you can use a different platform to blog about it, like your own domain with hosting your website builder, WordPress, or get a Squarespace for your blogging features. As I said in the beginning, my purpose with this video was to make you realize two things. One, there is no perfect solution for everybody. We're all different. We need different things. And you might also find yourself using both of these platforms for different niches and different things you want to do. And two, I hope that you realize by now which one you should go for when it comes to opening a free shop to sell your digital products and other products and courses and memberships and freebies and all that jazz. With that being said, that was it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new. Please comment down below what you thought about this video, if you want me to make more tutorials on which platform. And of course, there will be links here to a video on how to sell digital downloads with Payhip and how to sell digital downloads with Fourthwall. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. And as usual, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!